Senior Presidential Director in 60 Days, our friend, most importantly, and business partner, Jay Adkins. Take it away, Jay.
Hey guys, I'm so happy to be here. First of all, I want to start off with something. As I was hearing you speak and talking about the success of this company and these Saturdays meetings, one of the things you said is there's 250,000 people on your team and there's 450 people on this call today. I want to ask you guys a question. Do you guys know what the number one real estate company in the world is? Besides EXP that just took that number one spot, but for many years, do you guys know what the number one real estate agency in the world is? If you guys want to put it in the chat for me, just take a guess at it. And I'm going to give you like 2 seconds because there's a reason I'm asking you this question. Steve and Gina, you can tell me the answer if you know, if you want to blurt it out because no one else can unmute. If not, I'll tell you guys. So I will tell you who it is. It's the number one real estate company in the world. The reason why they're number one is because of training. Only because of training. They spent $0 on marketing in 40 years, and they became the number one real estate company in the entire world. There's a book out there called The One Thing, and the owner wrote the book. And they got there because of training. And Steve and Gina have training. They have it on Saturdays. They have it on Mondays. They have it on Tuesdays. They have it on Wednesdays. They have it on Thursdays. What they're saying to invite every single person to this call is the reason why you need to invite people to this call. They should be able to max out their Zoom meetings every single weekend because this is what's going to make the difference in your business. The network marketing space, the direct sales space is broken, and it's broken because the training doesn't exist. The system doesn't exist. So you guys are a part of something amazing. And you guys need to realize that, and you need to get people on these calls. It's 1 hour on Saturday. None of you have your cameras on, right? None of you have your cameras on. You guys are watching with no cameras on. You guys can listen to it going down the road. You can listen to it going to the bathroom. You can listen to it wherever. But get these people on a call so that they can get this education from the number one earners in the company. Do it and do it now. Invite all these people in. All right, so I'm going to get started, but I just want you guys to know what you guys are a part of with all this training. The system is amazing. And I'm really honored, and I'm so excited to be here with you guys today. I'm so thrilled to be a part of this company. Thank you, Gina and Steve, for inviting me to share with your team today. It's a great honor to be here. I want to first tell you a little bit about me. And I'm not sharing this, Steve and Gina shared this already with you, but I'm not sharing this to brag or to lead with ego. I currently own 7 different businesses, like Steve said. I was not looking for this opportunity, but I'm always on the lookout for opportunities that are going to help people. When I turned 48 years old 3 years ago, something woke up in me when I had a brand new baby. And I was like, you know what? I need to really look at within and my health and what I'm eating and what I'm doing. And I became very holistic, and I watched everything that I put into my body. I used to watch what I put into my body for vanity purposes, never for health purposes. But when I turned 48, I was like, I need to look at life differently. And I became very holistic. And I wanted to help people through this holistic approach. And then this business came into my life. I'm always seeking multiple streams of income. And I'm always seeking things that I can scale and integrate into what I'm currently doing. And this business, you could do with that. You don't have to quit your job. Like a lot of network marketing companies are like, hey, you could quit your job and go full time. I'm never going to tell anybody in this world to quit your job or sell another business and go all in on anything, because I believe in multiple streams of income. I have 7 of them, and I'll add another if the right opportunity fits. So I'm never going to tell you that. And this opportunity fits into your everyday life. Steve and Gina talked about it. You can make 5 phone calls a day, or you can go out and patch 3 people intentionally. And I'm going to talk about what my system is and what I've done to get to SPD in such a quick time. And I will tell you this. Out of the 7 businesses I own that are all successful and all multi-million-dollar businesses, this one excites me the very most. This business and this device, I'm telling you guys right now, I know you wake up some days, you haven't gotten enough people in, you're not at the rank you want to be at, and you're thinking, man, this is not going to work. This is, this is BS. And then someone tells you that thing doesn't work. It's a placebo effect. Like it's probably, probably it's not even effective. Like you just believe in it because someone told you and you're like, oh man, are they right? Are they onto something? But this business and this device is going to change the world. It's not going to just change your life. It's not going to change other people's life. It's going to change the world. And the coolest part is we're all going to be a part of that. The question is, how big will your role be in that? Put it in the chat. How big is your role going to be in changing people's lives? Because it's not just about money. Yeah, I'm making great money after a very short amount of time. But if you base everything on money, nothing's going to happen for you. But if you base on helping people, like we're not just helping people with health, which is huge, because once you don't have health, you're not thinking about money. You're only thinking, how can I get my health back? But if you focus on that, the wealth is going to come. Look at Steve and Gina. Look at Mike making the money that he's making every single month. That man will do anything to help anybody. That's the reason he's successful. He's not money driven. His goal was to make $10,000 a month with this business. A month. He's making that a day. Now, that's not everybody, but he's gone out and he has the right objectives, and that is to help people. In every single business that I've started, the minimum investment has been $250,000. And it would typically take me at least 5 years to get that investment back and start making money. And maybe I'm still in the red. But the biggest thing that I invested in that was my time. When you invest that kind of money, your time is invested in that more than the money because you want to get that money back. You want to get that business off the ground. So there's a massive amount of time that you're investing in that. I've been doing this now 10 weeks. I started seriously 8 weeks ago. And I'm already at SPD. I'm already way in the green. I have no overhead. I have no expenses. It's all cash going into the account. I have no employees. Like, you guys understand what this is? This opportunity is like winning the lottery. Literally, every single person on this call, you won the lottery. You have a lottery ticket in your hand right now. And it's not maybe I'm going to win. It's your decision if you're going to win. You're not waiting on someone to draw numbers. You have the winning numbers. Steve and Gina have given you the winning numbers. All you got to do is go execute. That's all you have to do is execute on a daily basis and be super consistent. So what I want to discuss with you guys today is what I believe is the most important aspect of anything that we do in life. Whether it's a relationship, a marriage, a business, it doesn't matter. Everything we do in life, we got to do it exactly the same. And that aspect is your mindset and your belief system. Mindset and belief are 90% of everything you do. If you don't have the right mindset and belief in your marriage, it's going to fail. If you don't have the right mindset and belief in any new venture that you're going to do, it's going to fail. I promise you. If you do not have the right mindset, and I'm not talking maybe every other day, maybe an hour a day, I'm talking every day when you wake up out of bed and your feet hit the ground, what are you telling yourself? What are you listening to? Who are you surrounding yourself by? What are you reading? Because if it's BS, if it's crap, if it's negative, that's what you're going to become. But if you're putting great things in, great things will come out. And if you cultivate the right mindset and the belief every single day, it's going to be so much easier to achieve your dreams and your goals. The one way I do this is I manage and plan my time properly. Like with 7 businesses, I don't have an option. I can't run 7 businesses effectively and make money and have fun and enjoy what I'm doing if it's not scheduled on my calendar. And the coolest thing is this device in our hand, all I got to do is tell Siri to put it on my calendar. Tomorrow at 12, go out and patch 3 people.
You'll need to unlock.
And then Siri's going to put it on my calendar. And it's done. Whatever you're going to do in your life and your business, I have on my calendar at 7 a.m., patch. I have on my calendar at 7 p.m., take the patch off. I have on my calendar at 12 o'clock, make sure you drink 30 ounces of water. At 2 o'clock, 30 ounces of water. 4 o'clock, 30 ounces of water. Everything I do is on my calendar because I'm busy or I'm going to forget. I'm going to forget to take sips of this water. That's what I instruct people to do. If the patch is going to be effective, you have to wear it consistently. Every day, you can't forget a day. You got to drink 90 ounces of water. You got to be hydrated, or it's not going to work. So are you intentional every single day in your business? Are you intentional? How many people are you patching? And if you didn't, what are you doing about it? How many conversations are you having? If you didn't have the right amount of conversations, what are you doing about it? If it's not on your calendar, it's not intentional. And once it's planned on your calendar, you got to be disciplined. We all face two major pains in our life, you guys. There's two. Two. The pain of discipline. The pain of discipline. Let me turn my audio off on my. Sorry about that. The horrible word of discipline. That word is horrible to most people. And the pain of regret. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, discipline is a decision that will create results. That word of discipline, oh, I got to work out. I got to eat healthy. Oh my God, I got to go patch 3 people today. That's the difference, you guys, between success and not success. Because if you don't have discipline, it's going to create regret. And regret lasts a long time. It's the if I only would have, or I should have. The people that have been in the business 90 days, if you would have just had discipline, where would you be? Would you be at senior director? Would you be an executive director? Would you be a presidential director? Where would you be if you would have just had that discipline? And I'm going to tell you right now, the fastest way to build discipline is having a very powerful why. If you guys have been in this industry, you guys understand the power of why. I really believe it's not a hokey thing. It's the first step in creating an action plan. It's what's my why in this business? What is my why? I'm telling you right now, my why is I want to impact as many lives as I can while I'm on this earth. That's my goal. That's what I wake up every single day. I know I have the power to do that. Everything I do has to impact and change lives. All 7 of my businesses impacts and changes lives. If it's on a financial standpoint, if it's on a health standpoint, if it's in a fashion standpoint, whatever it is, if it's making people feel better about themselves, if it's making people get the right mindset, every business I do has to impact lives. Every business I have affects and changes lives on some level. When you guys see your discipline slipping, you have to reevaluate your why. You have to reevaluate your why. And don't try to match your why with anyone else's. It's not going to drive you in the direction that you want to go. Your why can't match my why. Your why can't match Steve and Gina's why. It can't match my upline, Kyle and Joey, or Devin and Sarah, or Mike. Your why has to be your why, because if it's someone else's why, you're not going to do it. You're going to lose interest. Do you guys know why only 3% of the population is considered financially successful? Only 3%. And really only 1% of the entire world has all of the wealth. That's crazy. That is insane. Only 3%. Why? Because they all have tools to execute. That's why they execute. But I'm going to tell you the number one reason why they're at the top. The number one reason that Steve and Gina are at the top of this company is because they know exactly what they want in life. They know exactly what they want their team to look like. They know exactly how many lives they want to change. They have a very crystal clear vision of what they want. Do you? Do you know exactly what you want? If I were to ask you right now, I'm going to hand you a magic wand. In this magic wand, you can decide how much money you want to make every single month to live the life of your dreams. And what that means is you could drive a car that you've always dreamed of driving. You can live in the house. You can go on whatever vacation. You can live wherever you want in the world. You can put your kids in whatever private school or homeschool them or do whatever you want. There's no limit to what you could do financially. What is that number? Put it in the chat. What's that number? What I will tell you is most people have to think about it. I ask this question to every single person I meet. And the first thing they do is they look up to the right. Then they look up to the left and they're like, I'm not sure. Most people never get what they want because they don't know exactly what it is that they want. Or they're limited by their past, or they're limited what happened in their past. You need to determine what that number is, because that number is going to affect your actions. It's going to affect your discipline. It's going to affect your consistency in what you're doing and how you're building this business. I have a very crystal clear vision every day I wake and every day I go to sleep and all throughout the day. When I feel like not doing something, which is most of the time, most super uber successful people don't want to do 95% of what they do, but they know that it's going to make their vision come alive. Elon Musk is a crazy man. You think he wants to sleep on the factory floor? His only option is no failure, success. I'm going to make these results happen. Steve and Gina, you think they want to be on here every single Saturday? They're doing this because this is helping a lot of people. You guys have to understand that. The next question I want to ask you guys is this: how much money do you want to have in your bank account where you would feel like I am good for the rest of my life? If I don't ever make another penny, I can still live the life of my dreams. So what I want you to do is I want you to take that first number monthly. And that number should not change what that money in the account is. And I want you to take this number, whatever number you think you want in your bank account, multiply it by 5%. And that's going to be, and divide it by 12. That's your annual income that you're going to get off that savings. So if you think, 3 million, that's what I want in the bank, and you just said, I want to live off $100,000 a month, you're way short. Because $3 million is going to pay you $150,000 a year, not $100,000 a month. So know exactly what you want. If it's, I want to make $100,000 a month, then you probably need to have $20 million in the bank. And you're like, oh my God, that's impossible. How am I going to get $20 million in the bank? Nothing is impossible. With this business, nothing is impossible. You have the best vehicle, the best tool, the best company, the best team in the entire world at your fingertips. Dream big. Dream big. There's plenty of Jays. There's plenty of Steve and Gina's out there. Plenty. Now I'm asking you one final question, because I want you guys to think about this over the weekend. And on Monday, I want you to write this down. If I were to ask you what your dream life looks like, do you have that vision at the top of your mind? Or are you just living where you are because you just think that's where you should be? Yeah, I've had a rough start. It's hard for me to get past manager. That director rank, man, these people just don't listen. They just don't understand. That's not it. You're not going to win that way. The reason people don't get what they want is because they don't know exactly what they want, exactly to a T. They don't have a vision. That's the first reason. The second is when they do figure out what they want, they don't have a disciplined plan. There's no plan. Having goals without a plan is just a dream, guys. And having a dream without goals or a plan is a nightmare. I'm going to repeat that. Having a dream without goals and a plan is a nightmare that you're going to have every single day, because you're going to just be running in place. So what I suggest is you sit down and take time to create your exact vision. When you do this, dream big. Dream bigger than you've ever dreamed in your life. And never base your dreams on your past accomplishments or failures. Failures are just lessons. I have failed so much more than I've had success in my life. We like to talk about our successes, but when I talk to people, I want to know all your failures. I want to learn everything that you did wrong. One of the things I did wrong when I came into this business is I wanted to meet people where I want them to be. I wanted everyone to be a brand partner in this business. Losses and failures, they're there to test you and make you better. My wife and I have been in this business for 5 years. We've had so many failures. We had no idea what we were doing when we had this business. Our upline didn't know what they were doing. Our upline had no idea. There was no system. There was no training. They had no idea. But I will tell you this, those failures made us way better than any massive early success could have made us. We always say all the time now, the last 5 years gave us our PhD in this business and in the industry. Keep this in mind because things will not always go your way. Matter of fact, they're going to not go your way 95% of the time. You're going to fall short of your goals, but just trust the process. Trust what Steve and Gina are telling you. Do these things that they're telling you to do, the 90-day goal to get to senior director, 60-day to get to director. Implement these processes. The key to failure is learning from it. Don't keep making the mistakes over and over and over again. So let's talk about a plan, right? We talked about you got to have a dream, you got to have goals. So what is a plan? If you don't have a plan, nothing's going to happen. You got to have a disciplined plan, an executable plan. And in this business, a plan includes what they like to call IPAs, income producing activities. I call them goal producing activities because those goals are specific to me. What are they? Well, first of all, how many people are you going to patch every single day? It's a numbers game. It's easy to start a conversation with the X39. It's so easy. Let me tell you how I do it. I ask everyone, how you guys feeling? How are you feeling today? Oh, man, I'm tired. I've been working my tail off. My energy, I don't get enough sleep. That's what everybody says. Then they ask me how I'm feeling. And my energy is like Steve and Gina's. I'm like, I'm amazing. Like, I've never felt better. Since I started wearing the stem cell patch, my life has transformed. It's crazy. Then they ask me what I'm talking about. They're like, what are you talking about? And I say, wait. You haven't heard about the X39 stem cell patch? No way. Like, where have you been? This thing is a revolutionary product helping so many people. And then I go into my testimonial and I talk about a couple others with kids that I've had a personal witness with, my own kids. And then they ask me how I get it. And I'm like, oh, that's easy. You can get it one of three ways. You can buy it retail for $149 a month, which nobody does that because you could get it wholesale with an auto ship at $99 a month. Or you could do what I do and become a brand partner and share with everyone and get paid. And then I just show them what I'm making. And then I just say, I've never had anyone use it without experiencing some kind of transformation, which is a true story for me. No one that I've ever patched has not come back to me within a week and said, have you put a voodoo hex on me? Because I feel better than I've ever felt in my entire life. Number two, how many opportunity calls are you going to do each week from those people you patched? Because number three, you got to follow up with those people, right? I take the little envelopes. These are everywhere in every single bag. They're sealed. I have 7 in here. When I patch someone, I rip it off. I show them where to put it. I patch them. I tell them to take it off at 7 o'clock that night and start tomorrow morning. I tell them to put an alarm on their calendar, right on their phone. I'm like, hey, listen, put an alarm on your phone right now so you don't forget. And make sure you drink plenty of water. And I'm going to follow up with you in a couple of days. I have an app called Popl. Write it down, Popl. It's a free app. They can scan a QR code on your phone. They put 3 pieces of information in, and it gives them your whole contact card. And I have my link on that card. So when they get my contact information, my link is in it. And then I follow up with them. How you feeling? Same question I ask them to start the conversation. How you feeling? I had a bodybuilder trainer come up to me in the gym 2 days ago. He's in the business. And he came up and he like whispered in my ear, hey, man, you got one of those patches? I was like, dude, it's not illegal drugs. Like, I know it kind of feels like it's an illegal drug, but you can speak about it. Like, we don't have to do like a drug deal in the gym where I gotta like sneak it to you. I was like, let me just patch you real quick. I got one with me. And I patched him in front of everyone. You know why? Because 7 people I had an opportunity call within 10 seconds of patching this huge bodybuilder in the gym. Like, what was that thing you just put on him? You haven't heard of this thing? Where have you been? You haven't seen all the people in the gym with this on? This is transformational. Boom, I get into my talk path. How do I get it? 1 of 3 ways. It's an easy conversation. Number 4, how many people on your team are you working with? And having conversations and seeing how it's going in the business. Do you have anybody we should get on a call with? Just like Steve and Gina said, the key, you got to be a manager making machine. How do you become a manager making machine? When you enroll someone in, the first week, we're getting you to manager. How? We're getting 4 people. Who's 4 people that that need help or that are closest to you that trust you? Let's get on a call with them. How many of those calls are you having? How many people are you following up on auto ship because people signed up and you go to your back office and be like, oh man, all these people are on auto ship. Call them up. You're going to miss out if you're not on auto ship. If you lose it, you're going to lose your rank. You got to get everyone on auto ship. But you got to have a plan to make sure that you're looking at that in your back office. How many people are on there? How many people aren't on there? How much time are you going to spend on personal development every week? I read 90 pages of a book a day. I know that sounds crazy. Start with 10. Start with 7. If you read 7 pages of a book, you read an entire book a month. You think that's going to help you in this business? You think it's going to help you in life? So my secret is I have all my books down on Kindle. And I listen to them at 2 times on Audible. So I have it in front of me visually, and I listen to it at 2 times on Audible. I get through a book so fast. 90 pages take me 30 minutes. And where it's brought me in my life, I'm having a conversation with an author that has 30 years of experience that gave me 240 pages of what made him successful. Keller Williams, the real estate agency, I forgot to tell you guys that. Keller Williams, the #1 real estate agent in the world, how are they successful? They made their agents read. Personal development. How much time are you learning about the products and understanding how exactly the X39 works so that you could do it in basic terms? Mike did a training once, and it was genius. It was Steve and Gina's thing. And he asked people in the room, he said, who's got an associate's degree, bachelor's degree, master's degree, PhD, or an MD? And people raised their hand. He said, you're going to fail. And he said, because you're going to overthink it. It's not hard. You don't need to sound like a scientist. You don't need to sound like a doctor. But the more you understand how the copper peptide works with elevating and regenerating your own stem cells, it's an easy conversation. But that's all you have to talk about, nothing else. How much do you understand the compensation plan? Because I'm going to tell you right now, you know why I'm SPD? I watched Mike's compensation plan on a Sunday. When I got serious was on a Sunday. My kids were out with my wife, and I was like, let me get in here and let me try to understand this business a little better, because I wasn't sold. And then I watched Mike's compensation video. And that day, I enrolled 8 people. That day. And by Wednesday, I was director. By Saturday, I was senior director. And I was like, all right, now I got to get the volume. If you understand the comp plan, then it's going to drive you, because it's like, if I get to senior director, I can make $3,500 a week. I mean, managers, $1,500 a week. Once you get the volume in, like $6,000. Listen, most people, $1,000 a month will affect their life in a massive way. Number 7, how much time are you going to spend on social media? Maybe you don't have social media. But you can also go out on social media and watch how people are promoting this. On November, I haven't gone to social media. I have a massive social media following. November 1st, I'm launching my business. I have a contract with another company that I can't use my social media because it's tied to them right now. But November 1st, I'm going massive. Follow me, J Adkins 3. Follow me on Facebook, J Adkins. Follow me on TikTok, J Adkins. You're going to see how I promote this business. Because number 8, I'm going to tell you, consume other people's content. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. I am the greatest thief of all time, you guys. I wrote a book called Success Psyche, and the first line of the book is everything you're going to learn from me, I stole. Everything I do, everything I teach, I stole. Think about professors in college. What are they teaching? They're teaching a textbook that someone else wrote. It doesn't have to be your idea. If you love what someone posted about this business, steal it. They don't have this, you don't have the same following. You don't have to go out there and be this super creative social marketer. That was really good. I'm going to steal that and I'm going to make it my own. I know most of you are afraid of doing videos. Because most of you, when you take a photo of yourself and you're in a group, you know the first person you look at in that photo and the only person you look at in that photo? You. That's it. You zoom in. My 3-year-old daughter, my 6-year-old daughter, when they take a photo, you know who they look at in the photo? At 3 years old and 6-year-old, they zoom in on them. When we do a video, it's even worse because we're so critical of ourselves. When you do a video, don't watch it, post it. Because no one is judging you like you are judging you. No one. If you say if you say if you hesitate, it doesn't matter. You have to do this and that. I don't care if you're 60 years old and you're like, I'm just not good at social media. Evolve. Because that's where people are. And then you're going to inspire other people. All this stuff that I just talked about, it needs to be scheduled on your calendar. Even if you're doing this part-time, you need a system, you need processes, you need a plan to build this business, even if it's an hour a day. When is it going to be that day? And then you have to have accountability to yourself. It's not that the business doesn't work. Steve and Gina, Joey and Kyle, Devin and Sarah, Kendall, all the people that had success in this business have already proven it works. They've already proven this is it. You're just coming up with excuses because you're not executing. You have to execute. And I know this is a hard conversation because this business and your whole life is about selling yourself. A key to having influence with others is to have others perceive you as a person of talent or perseverance. If you start this business 90 days in and you give up, people are waiting for that. Oh, this is the newest fad. Oh, he's super excited about this, but this is going to go away. That's what they're waiting on. But if you persevere and you keep going a year, 2 years, 3 years, those people that are sitting on the sidelines, which is 60% of the population, you understand there's only 10% of people that are early adopters. There's 30% of people that are going to wait a little bit and just kind of see. And then the other 60% are going to wait longer. And let's see how this goes. Let's see if he sticks with this. But you need to know your products. You need to know the X39. You need to talk to lots of people. You need to be persistent. And you never need to take no as the end-all answer. It's not the end-all, be-all answer. If I hear no, the first thing I think of immediately is they didn't understand. I didn't do a good job of explaining it. It has nothing to do with them wanting to say no. They just didn't understand. We could be doing this 6 months and you're not going to be that good at it. You could be doing a year and you're not that great at it. It takes time because you can't speak for what you don't know. You can't share if you don't feel it. Like I'm passionate. I've been in this business 10 weeks and I am super passionate about this business because I've seen transformations in a very short amount of time. I can't imagine 4 years from now. If you're going to share this product or this opportunity, you have to know it. You have to believe in it and you have to feel it in your soul. When you're selling yourself, you got to feel the same. You got to talk to lots of people every day. And the most exciting part about this is there's a lot of people to talk to. There's 330 million people in the US. There's 7 billion people in the world. And this is all over the world. This is in 80 countries. And I'm sure it's going to be more very soon. And there's a lot of people, you guys. There's so many people that this opportunity would change their life forever. And you could be the reason. You could be the catalyst that their life changed. And that is worth more than money. When they come to you and say, God, thank you so much for not accepting my no as my final answer. I can't imagine where my life would be if I would have continued to say no, or if you would have just given up on me. What I know is there's a window in this business, you guys, just about everything in life. There's a window in relationships. There's a window in businesses. The window in this business is 90 days to a year. Most people will give up after 90 days. It's not working. God, I wasn't able to get to that goal. This is not good. I mean, I've had so many people tell me this is a pyramid scheme, that this is just this product doesn't work. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. Because we're a society of immediate results. Most people give up after 90 days because there's no immediate results. Didn't work. It's not going to work. I worked out for 90 days. Nothing happened. Don't give up right before the business is going to take off, you guys. Don't give up right before the people that are standing back watching to see what you're going to do. If you're going to give up, if you're going to quit. Because a lot of people are watching to see if you're going to stick with it. They're waiting on you to quit. They're waiting to see if you're serious. Just like today, make the commitment and give yourself 24 months, but 24 months of going all in. All in. Every day, consistent, disciplined, right mindset, right belief. People just want to make sure this is not a fad. Another lesson from my business is to meet people where they are, like I talked about earlier. What I mean by that is what I learned from my other direct sales company is we want to put people in a box. That box is, I want you to be a brand partner. I want you to help me grow my business. Some people don't want to be there yet. They just want the product. Cool. That's why I give everyone options. You can buy it retail, you can buy it wholesale, or you can be a brand partner. Because I want you in my orbit. I don't want to push you into something until you're ready. Once you have a transformation of the product, I'm going to follow up with you. You're going to be in my pipeline. My goal is to get you to be a brand partner. I'm not going to tell you that. But if right now all the mental capacity you have is to use this product and it's going to transform your life, when I follow up with you and you're like, man, this thing is crazy. Hey, you want to get it for free? Get 3 customers to sign up under you. You can get free for the rest of your life. Matter of fact, if you want to share it with everybody you know, you can get paid for this. This is what I'm making. But don't push people into a situation where they don't want to be. Get them in. Just get them in and not push them away. That's my strategy. Let them feel the culture. Let them feel the transformation that they're going to have. Once they're into the culture, like, hey, listen, I'm having a meeting tonight. You should join the Saturday meeting. And they see this culture. They're like, man, I need that in my life. Because pushing people into a box is going to turn people off. So that's why I give people options. You want it as a customer? You want it as a customer and get it at wholesale? Or you want to be a brand partner like me? Let them decide. And then once they're in, now I can communicate with you. How's the patch going? How you feeling? 99% of people are going to be like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like the guy that came up to me in the gym that forgot his patch that morning. Hey, man, can I get a patch? That's what's great about this product, because once you wear it, you can't go back. Because you're going to feel like you did before. Like I remember a month and a half in, my wife was like, I don't feel what I felt when I first started wearing the patch, babe. And I was like, have you ever thought about maybe this is your new normal? Why don't you take the patch off for a week and see how you feel? And she was like, yeah, I'm going to do that. 3 days after not having the patch on, she was like, you know what, babe, you were right. I feel a big difference. So that's a conversation you have to have with people, because when it becomes your new normal, we just get used to things. And it's like, this is my new normal. So I want to transition really quickly. I'm going to wrap this up in a few minutes. I want to transition to the power of belief. Belief is all a mindset, you guys. We as human beings are naturally pessimistic. It's a survival mechanism. Everything is a threat. We have this mentality that we're going to believe it when we see it. I'll believe this business when I see ED. I'll believe it when I get to senior director. But it should be the other way around. You must believe it before you see it. It's not going to happen if you don't believe it. I promise you. If you don't believe in this, nothing's going to happen. We also carry a lot of demons that don't let us believe in ourselves. We listen to that negative voice in our head, that always listening record player playing in our voice, and people who claim to care about us that put these things in our head, tell us we can't be successful or that's not going to work. It's because they're speaking on behalf of themselves. They're not speaking on behalf of you. When I hear people doubt me, it fuels me. When I hear people say that's not going to work, I'm like, oh, it's not really. So you say so. Let me show you. I'm here today to tell you guys we are capable of whatever you set your mind to. Nothing, and I mean nothing is impossible. Everyone on this call can do exactly what Steve and Gina did. Every single person on here can do exactly what they did. And I'm sure they would tell you the same thing. Every single person can do what they did. Everyone can do what I did. Everyone can get to SPD in 8 weeks. Every single person. If I can find success where I came from, I lived in my car 20 years ago when I started my first business. For 3 months, July, August, and September, I showered at the gym every single morning. My staff had no idea that I was dead broke. I had no education, but I made a decision that I wasn't going to fail. I made a decision that I was going to be successful. And what this amazing team that you guys are a part of, this amazing company supporting you and giving you guys all the tools for success, there's no excuse not to succeed. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own head. Make the decision to change your path towards something better right now, today. Something bigger than you. If you think you've arrived and you're at ED or even SPD or elite, and you think you've arrived, I'm going to challenge you today. Go bigger. You have an amazing opportunity to impact and change so many people's lives, you guys. This is not a Me Too product that you're going to take a pill and a supplement and it's going to work over time. This is different. Do not waste this opportunity by listening to the nonsense and believing what you tell yourself. Today is a new day. Nothing from the past matters today or tomorrow. Everything that happened in the past is the past for a freaking reason. Look forward, change forward. You are not a victim of the past. You are a warrior of your future. You are in complete and utter control. Be intentional in every single thing you do in your business, in your personal life, in your relationships. If your personal life and your relationships are messed up, your business is never going to be good. If your business is messed up, your money is messed up, your personal life is not going to be good. All of what I'm telling you today has to be implemented in all aspects of your life. You can't have one right and one wrong. Everything intentional on your calendar, if it's kissing your wife, if it's complimenting your wife, if it's making sure you spend time with your kids, calendar it. Put everything on there so all aspects of your right and you're the best version of yourself every single day where you can help the most amount of people. Dial in your why. Determine exactly what you want your life to look like. From the money you want to the dream life that you envision. Have it all down and think about it every single day. Create an exact plan so you don't feel like you're in this reoccurring nightmare of another goal. I didn't miss. Oh, I just keep failing. There's that voice. Look in the mirror and decide that today is the day that you're going to live life on your terms, not based on what others think your life should look like. Failure is just part of the process, you guys. It doesn't define you. It makes you better. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're failing a lot, if anybody on here is like, man, I have failed so much, it's because you're taking a lot of chances at success. You're going to wake up tomorrow. You're going to be fired up today, hopefully, after this call. And then you're going to get punched in the face. And you're going to face challenges. But if you have a plan, you can still create the life of your dreams. And then you got to believe in yourself. Don't let any soul on this planet, I don't care if it's your husband, your mom, your dad, your best friend, the person that's closest to you, do not let anyone ever take that away from you. Because no one will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. No one. You have to wake up every day, have this conversation, and make the commitment to yourself. It's not a one-time decision, you guys. It's not a get off this call. You know what? Yes, rock, I'm going to do it. This is it. This is my new life. It's an everyday freaking decision. So decide every day. Listen to me. I am nothing special, you guys. I started this business 10 weeks ago. I decided in that moment, on that Sunday, I was going to help a lot of people. Most teams in network marketing businesses, they don't have a business. They don't have a system. It's not a business. It's just like, let me wake up and see what I'm going to do today. We have a system that you can plug into. And so can everyone that we bring into the business. The biggest problem with this business, you guys, is when the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 20th generation comes into the business, they don't know where to go. They don't know where to start. That's what we got to fix. And that's what Steve and Gina have created. There's a system. Come in, start here, all the training videos, everything you need to know about the business. We have to get them plugged into. Whether they're a customer or a brand partner, if they're a customer, still plug them into this is it. They're going to go in there and be like, wow, this is crazy. This is a great system. This is a great way for me to make money. Just because they're a customer, I'm getting my customers in. I'm like, listen, go to the This Is What website, you'll see. Then they're going to see the manager. They're going to see all the training. They're going to be like, hey, what is this manager thing about? Leverage it. What's most important in leveraging is with the entire team. The biggest mistake people make in this industry is they can't scale because they don't have a system. Keller Williams had a system. They became the biggest real estate agency in the world with no marketing. Zero marketing, you guys. Never spent one dime on marketing. They spent all their money on training. We don't have that excuse. What's essential in ensuring everyone in your organization knows about it first? You got to communicate. You got to show them how to use it. We cannot let our level 3 through 50 fail because they don't know about it. That's why Steve and Gina get on here in the first part of this call. Is you guys got to get people on the call. They got to feel the community. They got to feel these speakers. They got to feel what this business is about. That's what's so important. That's why they drive it home every single day, every single weekend. We send messages weekly to our people about plugging into our training system. The worst thing is for people to feel lost. They feel lost, they're going to quit, and they're going to fail. So again, you guys, I am so honored to spend this time with you, that you've actually used your precious time to listen to me today, because I know how precious time is, especially on a Saturday, especially with my kids. I know it's a big investment. But my goal today was for you to understand that anything is possible. Anything. You can have anything you want in life if you know exactly what you want. So take time, determine what that is, create a plan, stick to it, and then go all in. Let's make a freaking crater in this universe. People talk about, I want to put a dent in the universe. Listen, we have the ability to put a crater in this universe and help so many people empower their health and empower their wealth. We all have the power to do this. I don't care who you are or who you think you are right now. We are all one. And we're all here for one reason, and that's to help people. Let's not waste this beautiful opportunity, you guys. You are holding that winning lottery ticket. Thank you so much, Steve and Gina, for the honor of speaking to your team. I really, really am honored that you asked me to come on here. I hope that I delivered and I was able to have some kind of impact on your team. And I hope that you guys all understand what is at stake and what's possible.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Absolutely incredible. Oh my gosh, I got millions of pages of notes. And you know what? Hey, God wants us to have a vision. Because what happens if we don't have a vision? What does he say? If you don't have a vision, you will perish. Come on, let's get our vision. Let's go, guys. We are so fired up. What an incredible teaching today. And remember, this is recorded. This is something, a tool that you take and you share. You meet somebody new that you're just getting in the business, you're just getting them started. Say, you got to hear this gentleman, 7 businesses, and he's more fired up about number 8 business than he is the 7.
You know what? This was the perfect timing for Jay to come on, especially, can you imagine 10 weeks and he's already grasped
Congratulations.
and implementing what has been taught to him. That's what we're challenging everyone. It's not just that watch and have popcorn and watch these presentations. You want to take notes, like Gina said. Now we want to implement what Jay has been teaching and take ownership of your business. Guys, we got just about 80 days, little less than 80 days till the end of the new year. Why don't we implement what Jay said? All in. We're going all in. Nobody's holding back. You're going to put balls to the walls. Got it. All right. Jay, you got us all fired up, and he challenged us just because we're elite, think bigger. So look out, everybody. All right. We can hit. We're gonna challenge everyone. If we're gonna be going bigger, you go bigger. And I love the fact that, and I hope Jay can appreciate that we've been in this now for 26 months and we're as fired up as he is just 10 weeks in. He said that's something you want to be hanging on to, because I love what he was saying. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Give us 24 months. I've been saying since I started, give me 36 months so we can solidify a business that you can have a lifestyle with. But it's all going to boil down to what Jay's saying. Where do you want it to go? What I want you to really, as you're not just sitting around thinking about this all weekend, I want you to be making your weekend count. But also it's important to vision, what do you want your life to look at as you go through this weekend and you're still implementing what Jay's talking about? So it's not just, we're going to just only la-di-da think about where we're going. Guys, it shouldn't take you very long. If you want to get serious, you want to get to where Jay's at, get to where people are winning in this business, you want to figure out where you want to be, and it shouldn't take that long. Just look around, watch all of us. You see it all over social media, people living a lifestyle, and that's probably why you're in this, because you could, years ago, we didn't get to see that. Everybody thought everybody got $1 in their pocket. There was no social media. Now you see that people are living a different lifestyle than you are, and you can see where you want to go. Make sure you keep your values right. Make sure you keep doing what Jay said. You're keeping yourself, your morals, and you're doing everything the right way with your family and your business as we build it. But we're going to have a great time. So we appreciate Jake sharing with us. This is going to be an incredible tool, like Gina said, going to be on our website. By the way, Jay is going to be training at our Unleashed event. That's going to be on the 20th. So this is just a little teaser. Thank you. A little teaser of what's about to happen with all the leaders, SPDs and above, that are going to be training on Sunday, January 20th. And it's going to be wild right after the global convention.
And I love what you said about failures, that they're just learning, don't take it like so to heart that you didn't win, or that didn't succeed, or this didn't happen for you. It's a learning. Yeah. And we learn from each other. I mean, that's the only way to make it better. And how many people's lives do you want to change? Millions, hundreds, thousands. I mean, it's like Steve and I are so passionate. That's what we feel. We feel like, man, with this X39 and what we got our hands on, there's nothing out there like this. No overhead. I mean, the startup fee is reasonable. People can get in at any fee. They can upgrade and just pay the difference. I mean, it is a complete miracle and blessing God's given us.
For everybody. It's a blessing for every single person. And if you really decide that this is your moment, Jay set you up. He's telling you he believes in you. And again, I love what he said. How many Jays are out there? How many Steve and Ginas, Mike and Cy Hernandez, all the leaders in this business? There's so many more. This is just the beginning. This is not on trial, by the way, anymore. When we first started, nobody knew that this was going to be the number 1 momentum company. Now that it is, and nobody still knows about it, it is incredible what you have your hands on. So I encourage you to implement.
That's right.
If you're not going to be in Dallas with us, make sure you're logged on Sunday, 8:30 Central Time. Let me go over these last bit of slides so we can wrap up this talk today very quickly. Thank you again, Jay.
Wow, what a blessing.
Sharon, what amazing. So this is going to be the replay, by the way, will be on YouTube right away, automatic. I got the books that he's talking about, we implement. Isn't that incredible? So what he said, Keller Williams, and by the way, Jay, I had that.
He wrote down Keller Williams.
Did I? All right. So by the way, that's exactly all you need to do. Word of mouth, training people, getting people up to speed. And I love this is Saturday. We're not pressuring anybody. It's up to you if you want to come on the Saturday training, but you are not going to leave this Saturday training with Jay, what he just shared with us, not being a different person. So I encourage you to make sure you've got your people on. You got to say, hey, if you want to win, you need to be on.
Yeah.
And I love how you started it, that, hey, the potential of all the people that we have to put on here is so much greater than what we got. But this is a great start. Now, John Maxwell, one of the best teachers on leadership, but this is his best book he's ever published on personal growth. 15 invaluable laws of growth. And that is how you're going to win, like Jay said. Here's a couple quotes. Daily goals are reached by doing things which are uncomfortable. What did Jay just say? Things you don't want to do. The first, but eventually become habits. Habits are powerful things. Habits turn actions into attitudes, attitudes into what Jay said, lifestyle. This is just some things I've underlined in this whole book. You can see all the highlights and everything I've got. Point is that you want to be reading and you want to be listening. So I would do both because this is your moment. The folks, look at what Jay said. You probably were listening to him thinking this guy is such big educated, and he said he's not educated.
Wow.
And look at what is coming out of his mouth. So we're educating you by telling you what to read. Wait till you hear next month's book. We don't just pick these out of the blue and not have any thought process. We know exactly what is needed for people to win and succeed. And you need to be able to relate to people. The more your growth, the more you grow yourself, the better you're going to be. Tuesday night.
Steve, can I say something real quick about that? I don't have a college degree. I went to college for 3 years and then had a baby and had to work and dropped out of college. And I was going to go back and get my degree, but my mentor at the time, I had a business, and he was like, "So you want to go to college at night instead of investing time in your business?" And he's the one back 25 years ago that got me reading. And I will tell you, I'm way more educated than I think most college people because I've educated myself on things that were going to make me better, not on what the college system. I don't have anything against college. I just think it was a blessing from God that he put someone in my life that, told me to read from a lot smarter people than me. So my education comes from that's not for show back there. I've read every single one of those books. And I read every single day, and I try to empower people to do the same thing because it will truly change your life, your belief, your thinking. So sorry to interrupt you, but I want you guys to know I'm just like you. There's nothing special about me. I came from very humble, poor beginnings, and I just made a decision that I was going to live a different life. And you guys all have the same exact power that I have to live a different life. But the difference is you have Lifeway, you have this team. I didn't have that. I didn't have that 20 years ago. I had to live in my car. If this opportunity would have been given to me 20 years ago, man, what a different life I would have right now. And Steve and Gina did it with another company, and now they're bringing all of that experience to you guys. Like, this is a blessing for anybody that's a part of this team. You guys have the biggest blessing that you ever could possibly have in your life right now. Just don't waste it. That's all I'm going to tell you is don't waste it.
That's good.
We're going to be bringing this. We're bringing this to every one of you. I love if you listen to the stories of the people that are going across the stage. Let's just use Mike Hernandez as example. The guy.
Don't forget Saeed. Mike and
Saeed Hernandez. But point is that we have a passion. You keep hearing Jay talk about this, right? A passion for people. So of course we want to help them with their health. But can you imagine after that testimony happens, which happens in a day, we take and help them with their finances. And I love the stories, Jay, of the people that were not winning that are winning now. Like you might be on here thinking, oh, I don't have 7 business. I don't have a story like a success. Listen really closely to the people that are winning right now in LifeWave, and they're going to tell you that they weren't winning. They came into This Is It system, the team of the people, the camaraderie, the encouragement, and the system of training. Let's not forget about it. But because of that, they're winning. We love that. So we don't know where you're at, but you just need to be coachable. Are you reading? Are you doing what Jay said? He said, talk to 5 people. Hey, look, did you really talk to them? Are you talking to people that like to win? Are you just talking to easy people? I didn't talk to the dry cleaner lady that I handed her dry cleaning to, Betty. I knew her name because I handed it to her, my dry cleaning to her. I said, is the owner here? I've never met him. So because I'm reading, I know I need to have confidence. I'm getting more confidence to talk to someone who's a risk taker like Jay, an all business owner. He signed up right then. He actually came to my get together when I had a little get together at my house when I first started. He came a day early because he forgot. He was so excited. He came a day early. He heard what I said. The sooner you get your spot, the sooner you could be having people put underneath you. And he wanted freedom from that dry cleaner. So you don't know who you're talking to on a daily basis, but don't underestimate where you could go with this if you are implementing on a daily basis part-time. I love what Jay said. We don't tell people to quit their job. I hate when somebody says they quit their job, because now all of a sudden you're not relatable. You're not out anywhere. You're not meeting anybody. You've got to go force your contacts because you got to go out to the mall and start meeting people. Whereas if you got a job, you're meeting people as even on the way to work, you're getting a coffee, you got things, you're going, you're doing stuff. So I love what you said too, that this is another stream of income. Why are you trying to have another stream and then cut the stream that you got until maybe it gets to a point where it's a little ridiculous? We'll help you on that. Let's finish up real quick here. So I wanted to let you know that we're going to have David Schmidt is going to be at the premiere this Tuesday night. There's going to be a lot of information you're going to hear. So make sure you're on. We do this at 9 o'clock. So usually you've got some meetings that are past. If you're on the West Coast, you can listen to the replay. But here's just a little snapshot of the conversation that I had with him that was so interesting. We asked him about all kinds of things that you're going to want to know when you're building the business, not just about health things about business, where you're going, what's your vision. It's incredible. So make sure you're watching that. Monday night, I got Jan's name spelt wrong here. I have to admit, I'm really apologize. It's Adderholt. It's not Anderholt, but she is an amazing woman. She's third highest in the company rank and moving fast.
Beautiful
building
person.
her business in Dallas. She's going to be on at 8 o'clock and at 10 o'clock. Do what Jay said. Implement these are for new people that are prospects to hear about the opportunity. Remember what Jay said, you got to learn how this works. Saturdays are for training today, or teaching and implementing. What are we going to do? What's the strategy? The weekday meetings are for new prospects to see, but you want to be on there with new people and acting like it's the first time you've seen it. Okay. I've saw these meetings more than anyone, and I can't wait to watch every one of them. So
and guys, we do apologize if we spell your name wrong. We are not making the slides. And we have to be patient because our kids are working for us, juggling their kids, homeschooling their kids. And you know what? We're just blessed, and they're doing a fantastic job. And we do apologize for any misspellings.
And by the way, look at this. Unleashed. How do you like the name? How do you like the logo? This is no corporate.
Fire.
These are my kids and me coming up with, hey, we're going to bring the fire. You just heard one of the speakers. It's going to be an Unleashed. Make sure you're on live. This is Central Time, so don't be confused. 8:30 a.m. Central Time is going to be 9:30 Eastern Time, and you want to make sure that you're on there early. Those of you that are in Dallas, you want to get there very early to make sure you got a seat, because it's first come, first serve. We got 1,000 seats, and it's going to be wild. It's free. We want you there. We want you learning, and it's going to be very informative.
And it's starting sharp at 8:30 Dallas time, guys. So you got to look wherever you are coming in on the live Zoom, the streaming for your time zone change. So it's Dallas time, 8:30 CT time. And listen, it's free, but remember the location has changed. The ballroom is now Chantilly Ballroom.
Okay.
So that's where we're going to be.
Okay. So rise up. This is it. It's going to be happening. This is it convention. You want to make sure, just like Jay said, how many people are watching this event as you break out of the new year early in 2025.
To register, you go to thisisitconvention.com/rise up.
It's going to be shot from Las Vegas. Speakers like Jay are going to be on the training, and it's a 2-day event. This year it's a 2-day event because we want 2025 to be your year.
That's right.
So if you run for the next 80 days as hard as you can, like Jay encouraged you to do, you're going to go into the new year with momentum, and you're going to rock it into 2025. So make sure you're joined our Facebook page where you can get all these updates. The YouTube channel is where all the replays, like today's replay, is going to be up within an hour after we're done. We look forward to seeing you on the rest of the week. It's only Monday and Tuesday this week. The rest of the week, we're going to be zoned in Dallas at the convention.
So guys, hey, as I was getting ready, the Lord really put on my heart to tell you guys, people are really praying. They're praying for their health and they're praying for their finances. And we have got the most amazing product, the most incredible company. Man, we are solid, rock solid. People are just crushing the ranks. And I just really want you not to have that fear. Whatever you got to do, like maybe when we get done, you just pray to God, say, God, take away this fear that I have when I pick up my phone and I'm calling my girlfriend. But maybe you got to do that prayer. You got to just say, God, release that fear over me because this is too big. You heard what Jay said, 7 businesses. He's more fired up about this, him and his wife, than he is about his 7 businesses. And I know he's passionate about his 7 business, but what he's trying to get at is the money he's making, the overhead, and the cost that it is to start up is insane.
And
everybody deserves this business and this financial freedom and the health of it.
Thanks for sharing that, because really, we want you to be winning and succeeding, and maybe go back just to that little spot where he started the conversation with people, where it was only like about a 2-minute, maybe even a minute, where he just was teaching you how he started the conversation about how you haven't heard. Just start keeping it very simple. Maybe you're making it too complicated, and by all means, do not try to learn about the product. Think about it. All the people that you heard winning in a fast way, none of them could have been an expert on this X39 device. It took 10 years of research for David to bring it to market. We're all in this he's in 10 weeks. We're pointing to this as it info. We're pointing where the information is that makes us look good, but we're not acting like we know the information. We're just starting the conversation. So do that. And like he said, I believe as a person that's not comfortable starting a conversation, it's the easiest thing to start a conversation in your life. And if you keep, you're going to win by doing that.
And hey, we just want to give a big shout out to all the senior presidential directors. Congratulations with This Is It team, guys, that you accomplished. You're going on a free trip to Dallas, Texas, like 5 days early. It's going to be so much fun. We're looking forward to fellowshipping, seeing you guys, hugging you, having a great time of fun with all of the David Schmidt, Meredith, all the corporate people. It's going to be a blast. And all the different teams, guys, it's going to be incredible. But congratulations from Steve and I. Your success, your achievements, hey, are not unnoticed. We are so proud of each one of you guys.
So thanks again, Jay. And you guys make your weekend count. Implement what Jay said. We look forward to seeing you in Dallas throughout the weekend, either in person, patting you on the back, telling you you're a winner, encouraging you to go make this happen. Hey, give us some encouragement too, because we're out there helping everybody win and succeed. And then if you're not there in person, we're going to see you online. It's going to be a blast. We are putting everything we got. We're going to step it up. Like Jay said, we're going to dream bigger, think bigger, even as elites going out of this year, making it count, the rest of the year count, 80 days to the finish line. So we can go into 2025 very strong with momentum, and we can plug everybody into the Rise Up This Is It convention virtual event that's happening from the War Studios out of Las Vegas.
God bless you guys. Have a fantastic weekend, and we will see you live on the stream feed of This